So this past Tuesday on July 28th, they released Destroy All Humans, the remake, on several platforms. I'm going to show you the reviews here. 74 critic score, 8.9 user score, once again showing the difference between critics and users. This is for the PC version. We go over to the Xbox One version, 68 compared to an 8.7. And then we go to the PlayStation 4 version, and we have a 69 and an 8.0 user score. Higher rated on the PC as far as critics, so we'll stick to this one. This game came out in 2005, I believe is when the original game came out, so they've decided to upgrade the game, give it better graphics, tighten up the gameplay just a little bit, and re-release it. I think they want to bring the game back, and my kind of thinking on this is they're releasing the remake to see how well it does, and then if it does very well, they'll bring out a new version or whatever. I wonder how that new version will play out, because as you're going to find out in a second, some of the language in Destroy All Humans is, of course, problematic. I predicted this. I knew somebody would get upset about this. Some game journal would get upset about Destroy All Humans because there's a lot of political messaging in that game. It kind of makes fun of the extremes of both sides. And that's what I thought they were going to push on, because it's always okay to make fun of one side, but not the game journal side of the political aisle. That one you can never make fun of. You'll be problematic. That's not what they went after. They decided to go after the jokes. As you can imagine, in 2005, which, isn't that long ago, at least in my opinion, they're going after the game now because of outdated jokes. It's istophobic. All of the istophobes. All of them are actually mentioned in the article now that I think about it. So it's kind of funny. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the critiques this journal had of the game. I also want to thank the critic that wrote this review. Convinced me to buy the game with your terrible review. Triggered you so much, I thought I had to buy it. I was actually on the fence with it. It's only $30, so I bought it on Steam. It's the same price, I believe, across different platforms. So if you're interested in it, it's not really killing the wallet too badly. It gets repetitive. I can only go from what I remember on it. It gets a little repetitive at times, but it is a fun game. I think it's worth $30. So I was like, what the hell? I'll buy it just because this person was so triggered by it. But you can see right here from the headline, Destroy All Humans reboot is campy fun until you feel like a jerk. Yell the P word at me one more time. This was a big problem. What's really funny is she was so triggered by the game that she ended up putting headphones on to play it because she was afraid that her neighbors, because I guess she has paper-thin walls at her apartment or something, we're going to hear the character saying the P word over and over again. Oh, and midget one time. That word was used as well. So because of that, she put headphones on. And I thought that was pretty funny. It says it right here. It wasn't the arson, kidnapping, mass murder, or dismemberment of livestock that did it. I enjoyed these shenanigans tremendously, but sometime around the 50 derogatory utterance of P word, as you can see, by a random NPC, I felt embarrassed enough to stop playing at full volume. Eventually, that turned into playing the game with headphones, which in turn became not playing at all. Yeah, it's a real bummer. Now, here's what's funny. She didn't finish the game. As far as I can tell from reading the review, she didn't even finish the game. That should not, you should, as a professional journalist, we have to wait before we can submit a review for a game. We have to wait 2 days so that we finish the game. So we've had time to finish the game, according to Metacritic. But I guess this journalist doesn't even have to finish the game. She doesn't have to do that, and she can still write a review on it. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fair? So the first part of the review is actually review. It's a review. And then we get down to the triggering and the reeing down here. I want to show you some of these headlines. I don't eat cows, but but telekinetically yeeting them into oblivion is pretty fun. So I read this whole review, and the critic that wrote it seems to enjoy the game, but got triggered by the dialogue and complains that the dialogue is outdated. We go here. Now back to that whole P word thing. In an effort to preserve the magic of 2005, the reboot's creators opted to digitally enhance but not re-record the voice acting of the original game, which is the problem that the writer has with this, because they gave the game a facelift, but they didn't re-record the dialogue, which why would you? Why would you need to do that? I mean, you could just, I don't know, not be a wuss about it. It's really not that big of a deal. And some of the stuff that's in here, a lot of the humor in this game is complete satire, by the way. So that's a thing, but these people don't get that kind of stuff. They don't get sarcasm. They don't get satire. They don't get parody. They see things how they want to see them. We go here. The outdated script is rife with problematic punchlines. From the liberal, pejorative use of the P word to a number of subtly istophobic and racist one-liners, the NPCs of Destroy All Humans employ some truly heinous sentiments for a laugh. Now, I don't remember any racist one-liners in the game at all. It's been a long time since I played it. I don't care what it is. If it was even in 2005, if it was really that bad, it wouldn't have been cool. So I kind of doubt that. I mean, these are the same people that see like crazy stuff all over the place. So I'm not gonna say that's in there. In fact, I would say all of this is probably a stretch, because everything is problematic nowadays. So I'm going to guess that it's probably a big stretch. But here's what's really funny, and this is what I was talking about earlier, which was funny. That my neighbors may have heard some of these toxic wisecracks through my apartment walls before I started hiding my shame with headphones makes me generally uncomfortable. Oh, why can't you people just have fun? Why can't you just have fun? The real problem this person had with the game, because she mentions it again down here, is the overuse of using the P word. Because our actual president is comfortable using it all the time. And that makes this as much a celebration of harmful behavior as the satirization of it. What's funny to me, so when did that word become such a problem? I mean, I'm not saying it in the video because, well, obviously, I'm trying to get, I want the video to be monetized, because I don't think anything I'm talking about here is that bad. We're just going over a video game, and I'm not really saying anything too bad. But when did that word become such a problematic word? Is it because he said it one time in that leaked tape? I mean, this is stupid. I would say that word is not that big of a deal. But of course, we're just eliminating language every day anyway. So, I mean, why not add that one to the list anyway? Say Black Force Games had to consciously choose which lines from the original game to conclude. There's no doubt in my mind that there was a meeting where the possibility of this type of criticism was discussed. For whatever reason, they decided to do it anyway, and as a result, players pay the cost. Most normal people don't care. They're going to have fun and play the game. You didn't even buy the game. You probably got this game for free as a review copy. I wouldn't have gave you a review copy if I was running the business. I would have made you pay for the game. I would have made you pay for the game. Look at this note. Maybe we can get a cut out all the bigoted ash patch at some point. Generally speaking, I make it a rule to only endorse content that can be reasonably enjoyed by everyone, and this release blatantly misses the mark. Maybe we can cut all of it out with a patch. I mean, they put effort into proving every other part of the game, so it's not totally impossible. Until then, I'll be destroying humans elsewhere. Yeah, probably on Twitter. Pretty sure this person's probably sitting on Twitter all the time trying to cancel people. Anyway, that's it. This is kind of a weird review. It's so far as I know, the only journo to take a big problematic stance with Destroy All Humans. Most people seem to just be enjoying the game, or they just don't like it. I think the game is going to be very hit or miss for some people because, like I said, the gameplay is kind of repetitive. My suggestion would be to maybe go watch a couple YouTuber reviews and maybe go to Metacritic, look at the user scores, and see what you think. I think the game is fun, but it is repetitive. It's up to you. But I did enjoy the game from memory, just thinking back to the time I had with it. It was fun because you can go around and just destroy everything in your UFO. It's a fun game. It's up to you, though. I just got a kick out of this review. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about all this. Like, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out.